Across the vast, sun-baked plains, a wild stallion fights a silent, irritating war within its own skin. Deep in its thick coat, tiny biting mites have caused a painful, raw skin infection.
Extreme post-rain humidity brings swarms of biting horseflies, targeting the stallion's most sensitive areas.
To crush the invaders, the stallion plunges into dry dirt, using a dust bath to suffocate the insects.
It utilizes the rough bark of ancient pines as a natural comb to scrape off the crust of mites.
Within the herd, horses practice allo-grooming, using their teeth to clean hard-to-reach areas for one another.
As the dust settles, a winged partner arrives to clean what the stallion cannot reach.
With absolute precision, the bird extracts the embedded ticks, feeding on the pests. Days later, the infection is gone, and healthy new hair begins to seal the defense.
In this rich new oasis, the stallion's body heals completely, the scars of the dry season erased by abundance. Sensing the immediate danger, the alpha stallion sounds a thunderous warning to his family.
It ingests the alkaline clay, using its natural binding properties to absorb and flush out the deadly plant toxins. To ease the internal pain, it supplements the clay with willow bark, a natural source of salicylic acid.
Consuming a toxic yellow weed by mistake, the stallion's digestive system faces a dangerous internal crisis.
Driven by an ancient evolutionary drive, it seeks out mineral clay deposits to neutralize the poison.
Because in the wild theater of the plains, true leadership is not about dominance. It is about being the shield that guides the herd to safety. Inspired by his courage, the entire herd conquers the rapids, arriving untouched in the land of abundance. Stepping onto the rich, wet soil of the safe shore, the pioneer emerges fully cleansed and victorious.
Pushed to the limit, his powerful muscles drive him forward against the pulling strength of the current. Conquering his natural fear of the deep current, the leader leaps first, proving the path is safe.
At the border of survival stands a formidable barrier, a deep, roaring river fueled by distant mountain snows.
Leading from the front, the stallion begins a dangerous trek through scorched territory toward the ancient riverbed.
With water sources depleted, the alpha stallion must rely on deep-seated migratory instincts to save his herd. As the relentless drought peaks, the lifelines of the open plains dry up, forcing a desperate move.
The physical shield has held perfectly, preventing the predator's claws from reaching the skin.
Recognizing the high cost of the attack, the predators withdraw back into the shadows. Rising like a colossus, the stallion unleashes a display of raw, crushing power.
The aerial companion joins the defense, disrupting the predator's focus with blinding speed.
As a wolf strikes, the stallion's dried mud barrier and dense hide absorb the brunt of the impact. Forming a biological shield, the stallion positions himself between the hunters and his bloodline. Operating with tactical precision, the wolf pack coordinates an assault on the vulnerable herd. Pure river water completes the internal cleanse, flushing the remaining toxins from its restored system. While the natural elements fight the toxins within, the stallion takes a vital rest under a sentinel's eye.
As summer dries the pastures, finding safe forage becomes a daily gamble for the herd leader. Protected by instinct and armored by the earth, the king of the plains stands victorious once more. The afternoon sun bakes the clay into a solid defensive shield, completely neutralizing the insect threat.
As the mud armor sets, its avian sentinel returns to monitor the freshly treated hide.
Using its powerful hooves, it splashes mineral clay across its body, creating a physical barrier flies cannot bite through.
With the insects temporarily cleared, the stallion seeks a more permanent barrier on the riverbanks.
On the high peaks, the intense drafts act as a natural shield, blowing the predatory insects away.
To escape the dense swarms of the lowlands, the stallion leads the way to higher, wind-swept ridges.
Every twitch is a calculated response, utilizing its long, heavy tail as a natural whip to clear the invaders.
The monsoon rains wash over the plains, bringing relief from the heat, but introducing a new flying threat.
Fully restored and free of pain, the king of the plains charges forward, unbridled, wild, and free.
To seal the raw wound, it applies a thick coating of mineral mud, nature's ultimate healing plaster. As twilight shadows stretch across the plains, the shifting wind carries the scent of dangerous predators. Because in the unforgiving balance of the plains, survival is a masterclass in ancient instinct and natural design. Fully cured from the inside out, the alpha stallion returns to lead his herd across the open wilderness.
Within hours, the internal fever breaks, replaced by a sudden explosion of wild, natural power.